Coach, you gambled a couple times early on in the game and kind of backfired. Do you regret any of those decisions?
I mean, anytime they don't work, you regret them. You know, we went for it on fourth down, you know, from our own 34-yard line, 4th and 1, and converted and drove it down the field. And, you know, we knew we were going to have to play aggressive. You know, you get a feel for the team you play against, you know, just in terms of what you're going to have to do in order to have a chance to win. You know, and I think it changes all the time. There's sometimes you got to get points, other times you feel like you got to score touchdowns. You know, they stopped us on a 4th and 1 down there, and we just felt like we could get enough movement to get it in, and we busted a tackle block the wrong way. Should have blocked out and blocked down and caught us off the edge, and we didn't get it. And so, you know, when it's 4th and 1 or 4th and a yard and a half, you know, the percentages are, you know, you need to go for it. You know what I'm saying? We just felt like we were going to need to score points to have a chance to win. And then the fake punt was on me. I mean, that was we got exactly the perfect look we wanted. You know, we just didn't execute it the way we have a million times. And you know, like I said, when things don't work, it's you know, it's on me. So that hurt us a little bit. I mean, they turned around and scored, you know, pretty quickly. They're on 3rd down. They threw it up to the tight end, made a nice play in the end zone there. But you know, we needed to play aggressive, and we've done that all year, and we think it's given us a chance to win. And it just we just didn't quite get it done tonight.
You know, in a sense, it's easy to second guess you after the fact. In a sense, aren't you being true to what you've done all year? I guess what you're saying with those plays.
Yeah, sure,
being
sure.
consistent with your.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, we've done that all year. I mean, we go for it a lot on 4th down, and I think it's given us a chance to win some ball games probably that we wouldn't have had a chance to win, and give us some opportunities to win some games that we might not have had a chance to win. And so, you know, it's like anything else. You know, you get a feel for your opponent, and if I'd have known it was going to be a 7-5 game at halftime, we'd have played a little bit closer to the best. You know, I don't think any of us expected that. And so we felt like that, you know, we were going to need to score some touchdowns, and you know, as I said, when it works, it's good, and when it doesn't, you know, it's on me.
Did you get the sense, particularly early in the game, that some good opportunities might have slipped through your fingers?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, I think that was what I talked to the team about afterwards. Just, you know, we had some chances to make some routine plays, and I don't mean exceptional plays, just some routine plays, and we didn't make them tonight. You know, I think we have a little bit of the Memphis hangover. You know, I think for the last 3 or 4 years, maybe Memphis has gotten after us pretty good, and you know, I think our players, you know, wanted to prove something, and you know, really wanted to win. You know, we had a lot riding on the game, and you know, I feel like in some ways we probably tried to do a little too much at times, and you know, just didn't trust ourselves that going out there and just playing within ourselves was going to be good enough to win, and you know, we have to get to that point where we understand that. Because you know, we have a good enough football team that if we'll go out and we'll make the routine plays and you know, manage the game like we need to do to give ourselves a shot, then we can, you know, we can beat some good football teams. And you know, tonight we turned it over too much. We missed a couple of throws, you know, where we got behind them that hurt us. You know, we just didn't quite play well enough to win. And you got to give Memphis credit. I mean, I thought they played well. I thought they came in here and played tough and played hard and played physical and did a good job.
How hard is it to coach a game when that many players kept going down with injuries, including I think 3 corners in the first half?
Yeah. You know, it's hard. I mean, our guys, you know, we've played good, tough defense all year, and in week 11, you know, we had a 6-day. You know, instead of having a week, obviously, between games, we only had 6 days. I think it's been hard on us physically. You know, and we just got to keep improving as a program. We got to keep getting bigger and stronger, and you know, and playing more physical, and you know, and being mentally tougher. And that's just part of developing our program, and you know, developing the players we have, and recruiting guys, and guys that you know, physically can hold up, because you know, we've had some guys that have given everything they've gotten, and they're just starting to wear down a little bit. And so I, you know, love the way they play. They play incredibly hard. Really like our football team. The guys, you know, they're really learning about what championship effort's about. in preparation, and now we've just got to develop that confidence that comes from winning games against good football teams. And it seemed like today we just we just didn't have that.
It seemed like you guys had several sort of unforced errors, whether it was Reggie sort of running the ball out of the end zone when he should have taken a knee,
Right.
whether it was, a pick, whether it was several fumbles in the first half.
Yeah.
Why do you think you had so many of those in the
I think in some ways guys trying to do too much. I think Reggie's obviously, the ball's 7 yards deep. Guys tell him not to bring it out, and he wants to make a play. And again, we just got to trust ourselves that doing our job and doing, and playing with, with technique and playing the way that we're supposed to play is going to be good enough to allow us to win. And so I think there was some of that happened today. We've done a great job all year taking care of the football. And we put the ball on the ground a bunch tonight, and threw an interception where we basically when Ben threw that interception down the sideline, he had the play switched in his mind. I mean, it was just kind of a mental bust more than it was a physical bust. And so I thought Ben played well. I thought he gave us a chance to win, but I think we made some errors and missed some throws that had we made those, we would have had an opportunity to win the ball game.
In the 2 previous games, you found a lot of success with running the ball. What happened tonight?
It was tough sledding. We just felt like, we were running into some stacked boxes. They're pretty good up front. Just couldn't get it going for whatever reason. So we'll sit down, look at the tape, and try to figure out exactly what was going on. But we just never got a lot of movement up front. I think that we've been playing really physical up front. We've been able to, our offense has been much more balanced, and that's given us, a chance to move the ball and score, and hadn't put as much pressure on our offensive line when it comes to pass protection. And so, we've got to figure out, what wasn't working tonight and get it fixed.
Xavier Jones had 1 carry. Did the flow of the game dictate that, or did something happen?
Yeah, he's a little banged up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little banged up. He got a little injured last week and didn't know how much he was going to play tonight, and he didn't feel great.
Early in the year, you guys kind of had a couple of blowout losses to start the year. Why do you guys think you were able to rebound the way that you have, even with this loss tonight?
Well, I think more than anything else, the guys just gotten better. They've improved. They've worked. They've done what we asked them to do. You know what I mean? I think they've had a great mentality. As you said, we started off terrible. About as bad as a football team could start out week 1. And, we played pretty well in some games early on. We were down 14-7 right before the half against Michigan, and we threw a pick 6. And, we took some confidence from playing well against some really good opponents early on. You look at the teams we've lost to. We lost to Central Florida, who's 10-0. We lost to Cincinnati, who's 9-1. We lost to Michigan, who's 9-1. We lost to North Texas, who's I think 8-3. We've lost to some pretty good football teams, and we're just not quite there yet. But I think we've made huge progress. I thought we played really well against Houston. Our guys came out and played hard and played physical, and and gave us a chance to get a win against a top 25 team, a quality team, and we just didn't play quite well enough tonight. And I think our guys, I give them a lot of credit. Like I said, they just kept their head down and kept working hard and kept grinding, and I think it speaks a lot to their character and who they are, and I'm just really proud of the team that we're working toward. I'm disappointed tonight. I'm just disappointed we didn't coach better and we didn't play better. Like you guys said, we had some calls that I think as coaches we wish we could have them back, do them all over again. But when you lose, that's always the case.
You were doing something on the kickoffs where first of all, there was one that was kind of a squib up the middle, almost like a long onside, and then kind of a new formation that was for a sky kick. Why was that?
Well, we're banged up, and so we've got a lot of freshmen on our kickoff cover team. If you look at our personnel out there, we're trying to not just keep kicking it in the same spot. So we're trying to mix it up a little bit. We didn't really execute the kicks very well. Kevin was sick. I didn't know if he was going to be able to play. Robledo and probably didn't kick his best. The squib, they got the 40-yard line. That's supposed to go 20 yards deeper. A couple of the sky kicks were not quite what they're supposed to be and what they're normally not. I mean, normally they're kicked down to the 15, 20-yard line, and they weren't kicked as deep today. And we just got to get better at that. I mean, that's one of the things we gave them a short field too often, and our kickoff coverage, we had some issues with it early in the year, and as guys started going down, some of those players are key components for us on that team, and so we tried to mix our kicks up a little bit, take some pressure off those guys covering them.
It's senior night. It's a nationally televised game. It's a chance to go to maybe the American title game down the line. Are you a little disappointed with the level of fan support there was tonight?
I don't know. I mean, it's a Friday night game, which I think is tough. I mean, I think if it was a Saturday game, we'd have a lot more people here. It's the first round of the playoffs in Texas, which obviously is a big deal. I think that hurt us a little bit. Look, we need to put a quality product on the field, and when we do that consistently, people will take notice of it. And I think I think people have gotten behind this team because we do play hard, and I think that we play football the way it's supposed to be played, and represent the university the right way. But I think the more success we have, the more people will get behind us. And so I know that's going to be a process. I knew that when I took the job, and I appreciate the fans that were here and came on a Friday night. And we haven't had a lot of great weather situations this year at some of our home games, and appreciate our fans coming out and supporting us through those. And look forward to the day that I think is not so distant future where we'll be filling this place up consistently.
You mentioned it's first round of the high school playoffs. It's Friday night in Texas. Do you think that is it tough for you guys? I guess I'll say. To play on Friday nights when you know that you're competing against
Sure,
high school football?
of course it is. Yeah, and and high school football is a big deal here, and so I mean, I get it. Highland Park was playing 2 miles from here, and probably had 12,000 people in the stands, and and probably 6,000 of them would have been here at this game tonight had they not been playing. And so that's just the way it goes sometimes, and we don't always get to pick when the games are played, and this is one of those instances.
You've talked throughout the season about how young your team is and the steps your team needs to go through as you develop the program and sort of learn how to win. Are you concerned at all about how they'll handle the do or die approach for next week?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I mean, truthfully, yes. Because I felt some of that pressure this week, and I don't know that we performed our best under those circumstances. And so that's always the hardest thing. I mean, first of all, you got to learn how to play hard, and you got to learn how to play tough, and then you got to learn how to be competitive all the time and give yourself a chance to win. And then you got to win a couple of games you're not supposed to win, and then you got to learn how to win the ones you're supposed to win. That's kind of the progress that it takes. And then as you do that, then you start to get that true confidence in your team and yourself and your abilities. And when you have those, then you start winning games maybe that you're not supposed to win consistently instead of every so often. And that's kind of the progression that takes place. And learning how to win is a hard thing to do. There's just so many different components that are part of it. But again, I think we've made huge strides this year. To be where we are today and where we started week 1, I think we've probably improved as much as any football team I've ever seen, certainly. And I'm disappointed that we didn't have a chance to win this game and solidify our chance to play for the conference championship. But again, I'm proud of the progress we've made. Now we need to go play well next week. That's what I talked to the guys about today. We've got to put this behind us and start working on Tulsa, because I can promise you that's going to be a tough game, and we know that as coaches, and we got to do a good job of convincing our players of that.